Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Elizabeth Frederick, and I am the Chief Operating Officer for Avenues for Justice. I want to welcome you to Avenues for Justice' first ever virtual open house at our Lower East Side Robert Siegal Center. Over the next 20 minutes, you'll hear from our Executive Director, court advocates, participants, our board chair, a volunteer, even catch a virtual workshop and join a Q&A with a participant and their court advocate. When the quarantine began in March, we quickly closed our community centers and moved all services online, purchasing laptops and phones for our participants so they could access our programs and workshops from their homes, as well as stay in touch with their court advocates. We also provided groceries and paid overdue utilities and rents when and as needed. As we continued all pre-pandemic workshops virtually, we launched a new Higher Up online program with training and certifications for digital literacy and construction safety, with corporations leading other workshops and mentoring sessions. We are so grateful to all of you who helped us make it happen and want to welcome you to our flagship community center, where we hope to return to in-person workshops and classes as soon as we can safely do so. With that being said, come on in and we can show you around.
Welcome. My name is Angel Rodriguez and I'm the Executive Director of Avenue for Justice. We started this work without a home, without an office, basically working out of Robert Siegal's apartment on East 7th Street. And in the 70s, New York was very poor, very different than today. And the Lower East Side in particular, where I'm homegrown, was burned out. And there came a time when a young man asked him to come to court with him because he was scared, and he asked me to come, and the both of us went to court in our jeans, sneakers, and t-shirts, and the judge inquired, who are these two guys in front of me? Well, that led to us going up to the bench and explaining who this kid is and why we were there. And that kind of led to the beginnings of what we would call the Andrew Glover Youth Program. Someone actually had this building who was involved in some social work in the community. They spoke to me and I agreed to fight for the building. I somehow maneuvered a security lease to this property for $25 a month. I paid that for a number of years until I finally incorporated the organization and we put together a board of directors. Given that the community was burned out, I needed to provide young people with what I call a safe space. The streets were out of control. The drugs were rabid in this community. So it was important for us to be able to have a place for these kids so they don't have to be on the street. And this center is a safe space for kids where we get to touch their lives. With the pandemic, and at a point we had to close our site, which was very difficult for all of us, including our own kids who count on being in this place.
My name is Nelson Valentine. I'm the Senior Court Advocate of Avenue for Justice program. I've been working for the program for over 32 years. This program meant a lot to the people in the community. A lot of kids needed the help and assistance. Angel Rodriguez, myself, we went to court for them. We talked to judges, lawyers, prosecutors to make a difference. So we will explain to a judge that this young man needs some assistance. When a judge sees a kid, they only look at the individual that committed a crime. We look at there's a reason why they're committing crimes. A lot of people have given up on these young people, from the Board of Education, from parents, from the people from the community. Once Avenue for Justice gets involved, we basically give them a curfew. We put them back in school. We get them back in drug treatment programs, depending on the services that they need individually.
Sadly, a lot of the court appearances are done online, which is also problematic for us. This agency is known to negotiate, and we're good at negotiating in the criminal justice system with judges and prosecutors. I find it more difficult when even a judge can't see your expression about your love and concern for your client and what your client is doing to really better themselves.
What the kids don't get is the one-on-one. The idea that, they look at your eyes to see if you're sincere. to make sure that, that there's somebody on their side. Today with the virtual, the kids want to come to the center, and they can't wait. They're always asking, when can they come to the center?
And some of our clients call me every day and wonder when we can open up. Like I said, this place, some kids come here because it's the only place they could get a meal.
The kids miss the center a whole lot. They miss the workshops, personal workshops, one-on-one and group workshops.
My name is Johnny Jara. I am a Lower East Side Court Advocate, and I am also the Volunteers and Activities Coordinator. Prior to the pandemic taking place, our community centers, both in the Lower East Side and East Harlem, would have a good amount of kids. We would have different workshop activities. We would have, a family style dinner. We would gather around and talk to our kids and just have that sense of family and community. That right now, although we're doing things virtually, I feel like it's lacking because, again, the physical presence is something important that unfortunately we don't have at this time. Once COVID hit, we had to transition and turn things virtually. We were able to adjust, but it took time, and even to this day, sometimes I feel like, doing things virtually as opposed to doing it in person, it's a lot more difficult because, you're not there with the kids.
Our workshops have been functioning very well. I've been really impressed how my staff and how the young people have kind of taken to it, and I'm striving and doing really terrific work.
Well, what's really positive about virtual is basically that more and more people are getting a hang of it.
The benefits of it has been the fact that we've been able to reach out to more kids.
Well, what I miss most about being here at the Robert Siegal Center is basically working with the kids one-on-one individually, getting to speak with them about their problems, their court cases, talking with their parents, making sure that they understand what this program is about, what the kids are going through, and what we're there to help them. Just the idea that you could even hug a kid and say, you did well, you're doing good, means so much, because a lot of times these kids don't get no kind of love. Nobody, tells them that they love them. Nobody tells them that they care. And we have that individual rapport with the kids. I feel that these are like my kids, like they're my sons and daughters. That's how I treat them, and I take care of them. If I have to yell at them because they're doing wrong, I will do that. But I also appraise them when they're doing well.
I miss sitting down with these kids and looking into their eyes and sharing space with them to really be able to help them, because that's how we know that they may be smoking their weed. That's how we know that they may not have taken their medication. That's how we know that something happened at home, because they come in very uptight and don't want to communicate. And all those pieces are kind of missing right now.
I look forward to just being back at the center, being united with our kids. The pandemic has been tough. That physical presence is something that our kids definitely need.
My name is Anastasia. My court advocate is Elsie, and I've been here for like 2 years already. I feel like just seeing everybody and the positive energy, like whether you had a bad day at work, school, home, you just come here and it's a whole different vibe. Like some way, somehow, you want to forget why you was even mad. Like just coming here, just the positivity, the love, the joy and excitement and stuff like that. So that's what I'm excited for.
I'm Menkai. I'm just an Avenues for Justice participant.
We first met Menkai through his attorney. She reached out to me regarding a referral. She forwarded me all the legal paperwork, and then at that time, Angel and myself, we set up a meeting with Menkai to do an assessment. I saw a respectful young man, a young man that was complying with the rules and regulations of our program, and to this day, he continues to do that.
I'm really looking forward to meeting the other participants and some of the other court advocates and stuff. Being here now, just seeing it empty, don't seem like it's the way it's supposed to be.
My number one goal for Menkai is to get him through his legal matters successfully. This is a young man that has a lot of potential. I see him also going to college, but I also see him possibly being able to get the Second Chance Award. That's the type of potential that he has. When we have our gala, he would be on stage getting that award.
It gives me a lot of confidence and helps my determination and stuff. Getting readjusted to after this pandemic and after AFJ, and also finishing school, hopefully get my PhD or something.
When I first came, it was nice. Everybody was nice. The staff was really welcoming. I was always quiet, just doing what I had to do. And then after a while, you start to get used to it. You start talking to people more. And then it becomes like another home, basically. It feels like a family reunion that you see every day. You talk to the participants, start to get close with them, start calling them like your brother, your sister. And then Johnny, Angel, and you guys, it's like another family. It's just nothing but fun and positivity. If you have a problem going on, you could talk to them about it. They'll tell you, give you feedback and stuff like that. They won't tell you what you want to hear. They'll tell you what's the truth. After high school, I plan on going to college for nursing. Still looking into which colleges I want to go to, but I know I want to do 2 years in New York, and then I plan on leaving and just live life as a nurse. But college, I don't think anyone in my family has done it. Not that I'm aware of, so I feel it'll be good. But not only for that, I feel there's people, young girls that have kids, and they just feel oh, I can't do it, I can't do it. So it's y'all could do it. Y'all could do it.
I guess I like the creative writing workshop. That's, I guess, the best one so far.
Creative writing, that was just my class right there. Nina, I love Nina. My favorite part would be writing in different perspectives. I remember we had one task, and it was she gave us a whole different task, and I for some reason turned it into something else. Just writing and expressing and trying to understand different things. It was fun.
Hi everyone, my name is Nina Smilo. I've been volunteering for Avenues for Justice for 4 years now. I'm also a member of the junior board, and currently I teach an online Zoom creative writing class. I taught that class at the Lower East Side Center for the last couple of years, and before that I was a tutor working one-on-one with the students. That center really means so much to me. I mean, it was where I met everybody at Avenues for Justice. It was where I was welcomed into this community, and I was really lucky enough to live very nearby when I first started volunteering. So I had the privilege of being able to really stop by as a volunteer and as a member of that community, which was incredible and really made that place feel like home for me, as much as I think for the kids and for everybody working there. There is really nothing like getting the face-to-face time with the kids, and I really, really miss that. I miss the way in which we could all bring things in to contribute. I miss sharing snacks with the kids and learning about some really crazy flavor combinations of Skittles. While I am so incredibly impressed and proud to have seen Avenues for Justice really deal with the last year head on and continue to create a space and a community for these kids and for all those of us who have come to value our relationship to Avenues for Justice so much. And I'm really proud that we have continued to do that even through these very trying circumstances. I think about the East Village location all the time, and I really look forward to the day that we're back there all together, once again eating very weird combinations of Skittles and working on creative writing in person.
I'm gonna hold it right here. We're gonna find a better way to do this. And we're all gonna take 5 minutes. Me too this time. John, you said you wanted to go second?
Well, this guy looks like a Jeffrey to me. So I said Jeffrey has a wife with 2 kids, like I pulled from the picture behind the picture.
Oh, nice. That's a really good observation.
They go to the park, but they do not return. As a father and a husband, Jeffrey becomes concerned. When he goes to check on his little one, she stands alone looking up. Death stole his wife, but when he tried with no luck, he took his life. and left him with nothing but the little one with no luck.
That is amazingly moving.
Last week, I asked also everybody to come in with an idea maybe for a story that you think would be best told using the comic or graphic novel form. Ooh, wait, Cam, what have you got there?
So this is like an ad for a game called Fable, and I always thought the meaning behind it was so much deeper, because if you look at the bottom, it has this weird thing about like your choice of choosing who you want to be and blah blah blah. But like if you look really close, you see that this boy threw into a well, and then he's seeing 3 different versions of himself: the good version, the bad version, and then that guy in between. So I thought that was like pretty cool, because it's just like this whole thing between bad and good, and then like that person in between who doesn't really favor either side.
And to your point, like that goes much deeper than that ad maybe even needed to, right?
Hello, welcome. I'm Alana Rutherford. I'm the chair of Avenues for Justice. I've been a member of the board for 8 or 9 years now. What I love about the organization is that you can see the effect that we have on each and every person that we work with. You do change the trajectory of people's lives and enrich them and make them better. And that is something that is entirely due to the work of the kids that we work with and the staff who are tireless in their efforts. There has been a huge change this year with us having to go virtual during the pandemic. Ideally, obviously, when you're dealing with particularly a teenage population, you'd want to provide services in person and be able to interact with your clients in person. However, that's obviously been not possible during the pandemic. I have been extraordinarily impressed by how quickly and nimbly we switched to virtual services, and also in providing our population the additional services that they need, from helping them get set up with internet access and computers at home so that they could do school and job preparation, helping them get basics such as groceries or heat when necessary. It has really been a trying year, but I think everyone at Avenues for Justice has risen to the challenge, and I look forward to what we do next when we return to in-person services.
Mainly it was like the family time, like as a family here chilling and like getting to know each other, because like some people are from uptown, so it's like we get to know each other and it was good. It's like family time. Some people don't really have that type of time.
The best part of watching Keanu's progress was trying to fight the addiction. That's something really hard to even take a first step. So watching him grow to try to fight the addiction was my favorite part.
It was a hard progress. It took a long time, honestly, but I got it together eventually. It's like I got the nerve out of there.
More space. We expand to all 5 cities. Take as much kids as we can. How I manage, I had to be consistent with a certain schedule, because school with my son was in play. Virtual was new to everybody. So pretty much being consistent with the clients doing the COVID virtually. I'll be honest, I don't know how I managed it, because it was very hard. It was not easy.
To strive, like that's what I got mainly from this program, to strive and get what I want. Honestly, I want to do real estate, but I also want to really be big in my community. Really, like that's what I really want to do. Like I actually want to do like from the money when I make from real estate, I actually want to build things for the community. So kids won't really be on technology that much. Kids do sports more, and like just like boys club, but more though, like for kids, especially in my area. Because seeing the people that advocates that want, like they have the same stories as us, and to see them go through it, I know I can do it too.
I definitely want to say thank you for all our supporters. We can't do it without their support, and continue supporting. Supporting goes a long way.
Thank you for everybody for trusting in this system, in Avenues for Justice. The recognition should be higher though. I feel like we should expand though, definitely. For kids like that don't have a family or don't have a home or don't have friends, this is where you can make a friend at. Even though it's not really a good place from the situation you got here, but you could, for me, reevaluate yourself here and get positive and just do the right thing.
We could not do any of this work without the support that many of our funders provide and so many individuals who care about what's happening in our city and how we are approaching this problem. And I am thankful to them forever.
Thank you for all the support that they have given to the Avenue for Justice program and all of us. You know, it takes a village to care. A lot of times they don't get the credit that they deserve, but without them, you know, Avenue for Justice wouldn't be here.
If it wasn't for supporters, our program, you know, wouldn't be what it is today, you know. And these kids, you know, they're not bad kids. They need second chances, sometimes third, fourth chances. And they also need that love and guidance that I feel that our program provides.
Thank you for providing people, kids like me and youth like me, with a second chance or opportunity, a place that they can come to. I know you made a mistake, so let's switch this back around and let's get you back out there into the world.
Thank you guys. Just taking time out the day to like put into AFJ. Actually seeing like the changes that like, you know, we making for our little mistakes or whatever. And just like being able to help us move forward and let us know like, you know, it's okay to make mistakes, but it's like moving forward and learning from them.